This is Friday Night Hoops with Orlando Sanchez.
What is good, everyone? My name is Orlando, and this is the one and only Friday Night Hoops. It's playoff time in Washington. The district playoffs tipping off. The Union Titans hosting Rogers out of Puyallup. It's win or go home. Titan Nation in postseason form. Union's super freshman, Brooklyn Haywood, put on a show. That spin move is ridiculous. And she wasn't done. Check this out. Union forces the turnover, and Haywood beats the buzzer to end the first half. She had 34. Titans built a 19-point lead. Rogers erased it. Sydney Kowalchuk off the perfect pass. Then, with just 2 minutes left, Titans' Hannah Summers, clutch, drains the three that put Union up for good. Titans win it 72-66. 4A scores. The Skyview Storm survived to the next round 66-53 at South Kitsap. They face Olympia Tuesday. Top-ranked Camas is guaranteed a spot in the regionals after a 43-39 win. The Papermakers will still finish off districts. They play Sumner in the district semifinals Wednesday. 3A districts, the Prairie Falcons hosting Timberline in an elimination game to open the playoffs. It's showtime in the home of the Falcons. Timberline no pushover. Freshman Shayla Cordes drives to the hoop for the bucket, but the Falcons just had too much firepower, and they're working inside out. Jolie Rank drains the three from the corner. Prairie filled it up from outside. Point guard Janae Tayson with three of her own. Prairie beats Timberline 50-37. The Evergreen girls fall to North Thurston 78-38, but the Plainsmen are not done yet. They'll play Central Kitsap in an elimination game Tuesday. Boys 3A playoffs. The Prairie Falcons see their season come to an end in Tacoma 86-72. Kelso survives with an 88-79 win over Yelm. They'll play either North Thurston or Timberline next. In Oregon, the Barlow Bruins sit on top of the Mount Hood Conference, but it's a tight race for second place. Gresham and Central Catholic facing off in Southeast Portland. It's time to get your dribble on. If you got handles, you know what I'm talking about. Gresham off the drive and kick. Marcus McKinney from downtown. Central Catholic can share the rock too. Zamir Pascal off the cut. Gets the easy two. Then Gresham calls on their main man. Isaiah Pippa White can't stop, won't stop. Gresham gets a 56-40 win on the road. LaSalle hosting Hood River Valley. Final seconds of the first half. Nick Robertson off the bounce from half court. Are you serious? That gets the people going. And it would spark the hometown Falcons. William Sabalos the steal. Nick Robertson with some sauce on it. Robertson had 28 points. Later, he gets the steal. And Kate Jansen gets the bucket. And one. LaSalle explodes in the second half for a 55-35 win. Let's move to Three Rivers League play. Top-ranked West Linn hosting Lake Oswego. And here's your weekly edition of the Jackson Shellstad Show. First possession, the step back, splash. Then gets the offense going. Adrian Mosley, the two-handed slammer. Lakers try to stay in it. Angus Sutherland, nice reverse. But there was no stopping West Linn. They are the real deal. Dropping 100 on them. 101-61 the final. We head over to Tualatin. Second-ranked T-Wolves facing Oregon City, and the Timberwolves came out firing. Jaden Fortier, that pump fake is tough. Oregon City answers with the sharp shooting of Dion Best. Tualatin flexing on defense. Josiah Lake, he's a regular on the show. Timberwolves win it at home 75-66. was one of our closest polls ever. Your votes took us to the heart of the Metro League. Beaverton heading crosstown to battle Southridge. This is your game of the week. It's the coaches versus cancer game. Lots of pink honoring Century coach Scott Keller, who's in a battle right now. If you'd like to help, they've set up a GoFundMe page for Coach Keller. First quarter, Caden Groden put on a shooting clinic. And here's your free instructional video. Keep that elbow tight, y'all. He had 11 in the first half, finished with 22. Southridge serving up teardrops. Keenan Recamp, Carter Fortune, all net. But Beaverton wasn't phased. Mason Shank, the hezzy through the contact, my goodness. More from the Beavers, Jalen Childs. Throw it down. Beaverton takes control. Second half, Brady Rice, coast to coast with the Euro, skills and drills. He led the way with 15, and the Beavers pushed the lead to 19. Can you feel it? One more for the road. Chance Winter to the top floor. Beaverton gets the dub, 64-52. The OSAA's top-ranked team, Jesuit, hosting Grants Pass. Emma Sixta closing out the first quarter, beating the clock. The forecast, 100% chance it's raining threes. Avery Edwards, Sophia Bell, roll call. How about three the strong way? Kendra Hicks, she's got you covered. Jesuit wins big, 73-35. McNary visiting Canby. Play that song I like, please. Allie Mead providing the spark for the Cougars. She can't be stopped. McNary answers on D. KJ Custer reads the play perfectly. Cashing out, too. Canby responds with the ball movement. Teamwork making the dream work. Casey Jansen. Canby gets a 48-25 win at home. Let's hit the pause button on one of the Blazers' big trade deadline deals. Gary Payton II failed his physical. The Warriors have to decide if they want him or if the deal's off. They've got to decide by Saturday. Meanwhile, the Blazers facing the Thunder at Moda Center. Cam Reddish made his debut and he was a starter. He finished the game with 11 points. Damian Lillard, he dropped 20 of his 38 in the first quarter. It was a back and forth game featuring 18 lead changes. Portland was up 9 in the fourth quarter before collapsing down the stretch. OKC used a 16-2 run to take control and never gave it back. Winning 138-129, Portland drops to 12th place in the West. If you want to hear from General Manager Joe Cronin following the trade deadline, head over to the KGW YouTube channel. We got you covered. Rough night in LA for the Ducks and Beavers. Oregon loses its fourth straight, 56-51 to USC. India Rogers led Oregon with 14 points. The Beavers fall to 18th ranked UCLA, 62-54 at Pauley Pavilion.